Hello, this video is meant to help you improve your speaking skills. The Prezi you are following is a collection of phrases you might find useful when trying to comment on an issue, for example, and you're expected to do so in a correct, convincing, and well-structured manner. The phrases are compiled and arranged here, but this compilation is certainly not exhaustive. There are more strategies and more phrases, some of which you would use, for example, only in a debate. This, however, is a start. You will need to decide on the order and choose the phrases that best suit your purpose, but you can use this video to memorize the phrases and their pronunciation. So I'm only going to read out the phrases. You will need to choose which ones you're going to use, but then you can speak up. Agreeing. You're absolutely right. I completely agree. Absolutely. Precisely. Exactly. I can go along with that. I think you're right to a point. Disagreeing. I'm sorry, but I don't agree at all. I would question that argument. I'm afraid things are not as simple as X would have us believe. I believe X was mistaken when... I think you're wrong here. It isn't as simple as that. Beginning and structuring. I would like to start with. Let me begin with. There are 3 points I would like to make. Firstly, secondly, thirdly, or finally. Giving an opinion. In my opinion, to my mind, there's no doubt. I'm of the opinion that, in my view, I am sure that, from my point of view. Emphasizing. I'm convinced that, or I'm fully convinced that, cannot be stressed enough. I would like to underline that. I would like to emphasize that. I would like to stress that. Let me repeat what I stated earlier. Let me repeat what I said earlier. What I strongly believe is contrasting and balancing. On the one hand, on the other hand, on the one hand, but on the other hand. While it is true that, it is also obvious that, although we mustn't forget that, not only, but also, on the contrary, I can see the point X is trying to make, but giving evidence and giving examples. Surveys show, statistics show, from first-hand experience I know that evidence suggests that there's strong evidence that, take, for example, for instance, to illustrate this point, let me give you an example of what I meant by drawing conclusions. That is why, for this reason, considering all these aspects, it is obvious that this leads to, this implies that, the logical conclusion is that, as a result,